So in this week's share, I'd like to share with you something that I have just experienced taking a workshop with Tony Robbins about our lives and what shapes our life. And it got me thinking a lot. I've heard it several times with him, but I was in a place in my day that week listening to this event and to this particular moment in the event where it just resonated so much stronger to me. And it was about the concept or the truth that life is driven by 3 decisions generally that we either focus on consciously or subconsciously. We're either aware of it or we're totally unaware of it. But it's kind of the pattern, the way we shape ourselves through life. And also, I guess, the way we shape ourselves into our body. And probably why we have the body that we have. So those 3 things that shape our decisions are, the first one is what we actually focus on. What do we choose to focus on when something happens to us, or when we exercise, or when we do our Pilates? Because where the focus goes, the energy flows. And we don't necessarily experience the life that we experience or that we live. We're actually experiencing the life that we focus on. Because the focus really equals the feeling. And even if it's not true what we feel and what we focus on, the reality of it is going to pretty be damn true to ourselves. So whatever is wrong is always going to be available to us, but also so what is right. And the choice is actually ours. And how we choose to focus on either the good or the bad, the wrong or the right, or what's missing or what's available is totally up to us. And this is not just about us doing some positive thinking crap. It's just about us being more intelligent and us being more aware of how we can actually shape ourselves with the focus that we intentionally put on things. And in this world, the media is so focusing on everything that's going wrong. And it's there for a reason. It's there for us to just worry. Because people are way more engaged when they're fearful and worried than when they're happy and joyful. So a lot of times, focus will control our life. But most people don't control their focus. So remember, whatever you focus on, this is what you probably are going to experience. So when we exercise, whatever you focus on in the exercise, whatever you intend, whatever you visualize, is what you're going to influence, is what you're going to impact. And 80% of the outcome of your exercise is going to be based on your focus. So remember to be focused, to be concentrated, to be smart about the choices you make when you exercise. That's why I truly believe Pilates is one of the most intelligent, one of the smartest and most adaptable exercise techniques that truly caters for you inside out. And whenever you put the focus in an exercise, you amplify its results massively. Now, the second point that shapes our decisions is what is the meaning we give to whatever is happening to us. Because the moment you focus on something, in a fraction of a second, you will look for a meaning and you will make a decision of what this means to you. Is it a threat or is it an opportunity? Am I safe or am I unsafe? Is this good or is this bad? Should I pull back or should I actually run forward and make it happen? So we're going to look for reasons, whether we're aware of it or not. And then we're going to think, oh, is this the end or is this the beginning? So whatever you decide, the decision you make of what it means will fix and shape how it makes you feel. It will affect how you feel in the situation. And as I mentioned before, people respond so much more to fear and pain than to pleasure, because where it bleeds, it leads. So basically, most people, and I would say 8 out of 10 people, will come to Pilates because they have been in too much pain or discomfort where suddenly they say, enough, I'm going to do something about it. But only 2 out of 10 people really walk through the door in the studio, say to me, oh, I'm doing so great, so fantastic. I love how I feel. I love how my body's doing. I want more of it. I want more joy. I want more pleasure. I want more fulfillment with it. And they move towards more pleasure. The majority will actually move away from pain. And my goal is really to help people, of course, move away from pain towards more pleasure. But I truly also hope that I can be more insightful, be more of inspiration and motivation to people so they don't wait until it gets to that point where they have to say enough. I hope for people to be smarter and to see the benefits and the importance of them partnering with their body. Because they really only have one body in this lifetime. And it's the one house, the one place you will feel home your entire life. And we take so much and so great care of our houses and homes, but we are so neglecting our home we're living in our physicality, which is our body. And that needs to change. And the meaning we give to what we do is so important. Most people, when they come and exercise, they look at it as something that is going to be a chore, something that they are not looking forward to. They're punishing themselves with exercise. And I don't call it exercise. For me, Pilates is movement, is motion. It's about us being in motion, and whatever is in motion is moving, either forward, backwards, or around. But as long as you're in motion, you cannot be stagnant. You are moving somewhere. And it's better than to just stay stagnant, fearful, and freeze. What happens to water that is stagnant for too long? The water turns bad. It rottens. And so does your body. So do your cells. We need motion to purify ourselves. We need exercising, if you want to call it this way, but we need movement to keep our flow, to keep our energy going, to keep us healthy, thriving. So the meaning you give to you showing up for yourself and for your body exercising is just as important as the focus and the mind and the psyche you're going to put into it. And then the third thing is, what are you going to do? What you're going to do, what is the action you're actually going to make, is going to shape your life. So the actions are very important, and most people prefer to not take any action because they want things to be perfect. They feel unsure. And believe me, again, I mean, if you're feeling angry or you're feeling excited, you're going to do something very different. So again, how you feel, what you focus on, the meaning you give to something is going to determine how you're going to act. And the mind is always going to look for a way to protect you. And it will not tell you by default to be brave and to face your fears. Your body always will. Your body is a warrior by default. How do you think you came out of your mama's belly? You went through such a brave mission, devotion, and trust to come into this world as a human being with the incarnation you have. It's already in you. Now the question is, has your life, has your upbringing potentially nourished that even further? Or has it rather made you become more fearful, empowering your mind way more than your inner nature and your body? So most people live in a survival mind, which makes them freeze, which makes them doubt any action, which makes them not necessarily succeed. But unless we step outside that, step outside our comfort zone, step outside our mind, you won't create the life of your dream, and you won't create the body of your dream. So remember that you want to be focusing on what you're doing. You want to give it the meaning that serves you and serves your body. And you want to be in action. You want to be clear on what you're going to do. Those 3 decisions are what's going to shape your body and it's what's going to shape your life. Because it truly makes an immense difference in your life once you're aware of that. And I truly believe that if we keep getting better, everything is going to keep getting better around us as well. So if you keep showing up for your body and you give it the right focus, the right intent, you give it the meaning that serves you, that nourishes you, that cares for you, that helps and supports you, and that you stay in action and that you keep showing up consistently for yourself, moving your body, moving your mind, moving your heart, moving your soul, you will shape the life and the body you dream of. My name is Eva. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for listening to this, and thank you for showing up and for caring for yourself. You are your absolute greatest and most important investment. Speak to you soon.